squirrel. Um, it was
God,
captured
I
by
can't fucking beat this while I'm listening to the fucking squirrel. Oh my god.
the. Apparently, the whole ordeal was captured by her neighbor's security camera. The footage shows blood on Frederick in nearby snow. Oh my god.
Alex, I want you to know I was
Frederick,
literally doing so well, and then you started talking about the squirrel, and it all fell apart. It crumbled around me.
Frederick, Frederick suffered bites to her arms and hands with her little finger, with her little finger badly gnawed on by the animal. I had my hand around its body and I could not get this thing off, she said. It was angry, vicious, and incredibly strong. She eventually shook it off, only for the squirrel to run up a tree and stare at her. Frederick had to seek medical treatment and has had a round of rabies shots in the unlikely event the squirrel was carrying the virus. Several other neighbors have also been attacked, with Frederick having to scream a desperate warning to a woman who was chased down the street by the squirrel. These squirrels are aggressively going after people, resident Vinati Singh told WCBS. It's unclear what has prompted the highly unusual behavior from the squirrel. Although the animals can act atypically if suffering from disease or overly used to being fed by people. City officials said they had advised the hiring of a licensed trapper to apprehend the squirrel. We are actively working with the residents to get more information about the bite events and coordinating with the trapper, said a spokesman for the New York City Health Department, who advised that anyone bitten should see a doctor. I can't. Frederick said she hoped the problem would be dealt with properly and humanely, but that she refused to live in fear of the squirrel. I came out of the house with a shovel after the first few days, but now I think I have the vaccine. I'm wearing heavy gloves. Bring it on, she said. Oh my god. And then the rest just talks about the world. Oh my god.
What does this world come to, where we fear the squirrels?
Oh man.
What do you think
And then
happened to
there's
this world to make it be like this?
I don't know. Apparently, it's not the only one. Apparently, it's multiple squirrels in this part. Like, I think it's something to do with the park, not the squirrels.
These fucking bloodthirsty squirrels.
Freaking somebody has manufactured some sort of, like, pathogen of
Oh
some
my
sort.
god, it's Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Someone has turned the squirrel, weaponized the squirrels. And this is going to be one of those things, Will, that you see in movies and stuff, where, like, it's just one small event and people are, like, laughing at it now. But, like, freaking 5 years from now, there's gonna be like a major animal uprising, and no one is going. They're gonna look back on it in like old news articles of like reported animal attackings, just generic animals attacking for no reason, and it's gonna all come back to that. It's gonna all be like, we should have realized it when we saw that those squirrels were attacking that woman while her furniture was being moved in. We should have seen it coming, Will, but we didn't have. But we didn't have the foresight. We only have the hindsight. Let's see what else is on here. New Jersey school evacuated after student brings uranium.
What? Kids making a nuke in chemistry.
And, let's see. Let me read this through real quick. Oh, okay. So it's not like it's not like they just brought in like a stick of uranium. It's that they brought in an antique plate that was glazed with radioactive uranium. Because whoever made the plate initially thought, you know what would really make this plate pop? If we just coated it
Aesthetically,
with uranium.
just improve it.
Yeah. And then, like, you know, hazard teams came in, stuff like that. I feel like I feel like most of these are just gonna be like the titles of the articles themselves are funnier than the actual story. That being said, I feel like the squirrel one was really, really fun to go more in depth into. Just
I
because of
mean,
the
I mean,
jokes.
the title is accurate. The squirrel was
Yeah.
just fucking killing people.
That's basically what
I
it was
mean, not
doing.
killing, but maiming people. I suppose would be a
Will,
better word.
I kid you not, there were like pictures of the woman.
Imagine you're that woman and you get attacked by a squirrel and you don't treat your wounds. You just let them take pictures of it.
Well, I mean, I think the images were from like pieces of the footage from the security camera. It
Oh,
wasn't- But
okay.
that being said, the freaking movers, there were like at least 2 of them that were
And they
moving
just let this
furniture.
woman get fucking destroyed. Just
Yeah,
absolutely bodied.
the article literally says the freaking movers ran into her house.
They
for
retreated.
safety. Alright,
The-
let's see.
The squirrels were they were attempting a coup, and and then the movers were not down for it.
They were like, no, I'm out, dude. Like, you solo that.
They said this is fucking above my pay grade.
This is from CNN. It says, world's unluckiest burglars pocket dial police during robbery. Public school boy dropped 97 heroin wraps from buttocks when stopped by police. Why was he just carrying them?
Gotta have it for the go.
I love the public school boy is what they called him. Not just a student.
He's just a good little boy with his heroin.
With his 97 heroin wraps. First of all.
He didn't just so happen to have one on him. No. He just so happened to have 97 of them on him.
Yeah, all rammed up his buttocks, as the UK paper puts it.
Where else do you, where do you keep your heroin wraps, Alex? Not wedged up your ass?
No, I use them as soon as I get them.
Ah, I see.
Escaped hamster braves freezing temperatures to get to candy store. Okay, now I got.
What the fuck is wrong with these animals?
I gotta read this one. This is from something called UPI. Let's see. This is January 4th of the. Oh, this was this year, not January 4th of last year. Animal rescuers in Scotland are searching for the owners of an escaped hamster that braved sub-freezing temperatures to make its way to a candy store. The Scottish SPCA said the hamster was caught on CCTV footage clinging to a person who entered the Poundland candy shop in Glasgow on New Year's Eve.
This is like the kind of shit that you'd see in like a kid's movie.
Yeah.
Like
The hamster.
the hamster is like here to save humanity. This is fucking.
Is G-Force.
That's what I was thinking of, but those were guinea pigs. You see,
Yeah.
it's completely different.
Is H-Force.
And they have a rivalry with the squirrels, who are trying to destroy the world.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's one of those things where like this hamster originated from New York and it got into like a fight with the squirrels in the park, and the squirrels ended up getting an upper hand where they like kicked the hamster off of a tree, and then suddenly the hamster's body ended up flowing down like a river or something, and then it led to the ocean. It got carried along some sort of sea vessel, and it made it all the way to Scotland. And then from there, there's like some sort of story where it made it into that candy shop.
That does sound very plausible.
We're gonna continue further into this story. The Scottish SPCA, whatever that means, said that the hamster was caught on, oh wait, no, I already read that part. The hamster jumped off the apparently unaware shopper inside the store and was soon captured and turned over to the SPCA.
Imagine some dude just like, yo, did that hamster just jump off you?
What hamster? What? I thought that was just like, I don't know, big old clump of hair.
I thought that was just my armpit hair.
Yeah. Animal officer Amy Sturton said the hamster is in good health despite its journey through the streets in temperatures that reached a low of 5 degrees. Now, there really, I guess it doesn't matter whether it's Fahrenheit or Celsius because like that's still like insanely cold. But I would think it would be Celsius, right? Because it's Scotland. Wouldn't Scotland use that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We've named the little adrenaline junkie Tom Cruise for now, given his Mission Impossible-esque attempt to get some treats from Poundland, Sturton said. Sturton said officials are now attempting to find the hamster's owners. Given how unusual this year has been, it feels appropriate to round off 2020 with such a bizarre job, she said. And that's the end of the story. So at this point,
What if he's just a wild hamster?
and at this point in the world, I don't think that's a thing. I'm gonna be honest with you, Will. I don't think that's a thing.
Are hamsters extinct?
I think that no.
In the wild?
I just think that they're like in-house bred animals.
Well, they have to have existed at one point in the wild.
Yeah, but I would think that like that would be like. I don't think that they're like native to Scotland. If anything, I think they would be more native to like, a South American country.
Oh my god, this is the furthest I've ever made it, and we're talking about fucking hamsters.
This is where... Oh, you know what? I'm wrong. Wild hamsters are found throughout much of Europe and Asia.
Get fucked, idiot.
Hamsters were not bred for domestic life until 1939. In the wild, they like to live in warm, dry air. Dude, now that
I mean, back then people were like trying to use animals to survive and shit. What the fuck? How's a hamster gonna help you to survive? How's a hamster gonna help you catch food?
They also live in the wild in more diverse countries such as Greece, Romania, Belgium, and northern China.
How did hamsters survive natural selection? That's my question.
Well, rabbits survived.
Yeah, but that's just because they fuck a lot.
You know what? Well, why can't hamsters do the same?
Oh shit, they do fuck. They do fuck hard.
Rodents, as a whole, like populate insanely. Like, that's like their sole purpose. Like they don't do if you're talking about whether they rather survive independently or like get down to do the dirty, they're gonna choose the dirty option like 100 times over before they think they'd survive on their own.
Alex, I gotta say, I'm really glad that my deepest attempt I've ever made it into the Trial of the Fool. We're talking about rodents fucking.
You gotta change the rhythm of it sometimes, you know? Just like the rodents. Oh, let's see. Off the beat. Man jailed after snoring loudly at McDonald's. I feel like that's pretty cut and dry, you know? Not really much else to learn about that.
Oh, I'm on the boss.
Alright, groom runs away from his wedding while bride ties knot with a guest. Wow. Alright. Angry chickens wreak havoc at McDonald's parking lot drive-thru in New Jersey. Dude, freaking animals are I'm telling you what, this is it. This is the story, Will. Animals are taking over the world. Again. It's all coming back.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. This one's in New Jersey now. The other one was in New York. This one's in New Jersey. Next thing you know, there's gonna be some stuff happening in New Hampshire. It's gonna be all the new places first.
Oh fuck, I did it. Oh wait, did I do it? Okay, yeah, I did it. Oh my god, that was... Actually, it didn't take me very many attempts, but each attempt was like 15 minutes long, so...
It only took 3 animal attacks, it only took 3 animal stories, 2 of which being them attacking people, a man